Hello and welcome back to Hungry Horizons, where today we are in Northern Ireland. It's a symphony of hearty flavours, simple ingredients and traditions passed down through generations. We're talking about food that sticks to your ribs, food that warms you from the inside out, food that tells a story, my friend. And while we could spend hours dissecting the intricacies of a good Ulster Fry, we've got a bit of a whistle-stop tour planned today. So, buckle up as we delve into the top 10 Northern Irish foods that you simply must try. From the classics to some hidden gems, we're going beyond the usual suspects and exploring the true breadth of this fantastic culinary landscape. First up, we have the ubiquitous Ulster Fry. It's not just breakfast, you see, it's a way of life. A glorious medley of fried bread, bacon, sausages, all the good stuff. But wait, there's more. No Ulster Fry is complete without a generous helping of black pudding and its more delicate cousin, the white pudding. Don't turn your nose, it's an acquired taste. But once you've acquired it, well, you've acquired it. And the piece de resistance? The vegetable roll. A thing of beauty it is. Minced beef, pork, a bit of this, a bit of that, all wrapped up in a delicious parcel. Honestly, you could eat it morning, noon, and night. And speaking of which, you can find this magnificent fry-up served all day long in cafes and pubs across Northern Ireland. It's the ultimate comfort food, a culinary hug on a plate. Now, let's move on to something a tad sweeter, shall we? Barmbrack. A fruit-filled bread that's been soaked in tea. Yes, you heard me right, tea. It's a curious thing, this barmbrack. Moist, flavorful, with a hint of spice. It's the perfect accompaniment to a good cuppa. But it's not just any tea time treat, oh no. This one comes with a side of fortune-telling. Traditionally enjoyed around Halloween, the barmbrack often hides little trinkets within its doughy depths. A ring, a coin, a button, each with its own meaning for the lucky, or perhaps unlucky, recipient. But fortune-telling aside, it's the flavour that truly captivates. Toasted with a dollop of butter, it's a taste of Northern Irish heritage. From the sweet to the savoury, let's talk about a true cornerstone of Northern Irish cuisine, potato bread. Or, as they call it in some parts, Fwell. A simple blend of mashed potatoes, flour and butter transformed into a golden disc, or triangle of deliciousness. Don't be fooled by its humble appearance. This bread is a versatile beast. A vital component of the Ulster Fry, yes, but equally delightful on its own. Toast it, fry it, slap some butter on it. You can't go wrong. And the name Fwell? Well, it comes from the Gaelic word for fourth, as the bread is traditionally cut into 4 pieces before cooking. A bit of trivia for you see. Always handy at a dinner party. Now for another potato-based treat because, well, you can never have too many potatoes, can you? This, my friend, is Boxy. Think of it as a potato pancake, but with a bit more oomph. A combination of grated raw and mashed potatoes, flour, and a touch of magic. The Boxy is then fried to crispy perfection. It's the kind of food that evokes a sense of warmth and nostalgia, like a warm hearth on a chilly evening. And the great thing about Boxy is its versatility. Have it for breakfast, lunch or dinner, it always hits the spot. A true showing of the ingenuity of Northern Irish cooking. Right then, let's take a little detour to the heart of Irish cuisine, shall we? No visit to Northern Ireland is complete without savouring a bowl of traditional Irish stew. This hearty dish is a staple, made with tender lamb or beef, potatoes, carrots and onions, all simmered together in a rich, flavourful broth. Imagine, if you will, a warm, comforting meal that fills your home with the aroma of slow-cooked goodness. That's Irish stew, my friend. It's the kind of dish that brings families together around the table. And if you're ever lucky enough to find yourself in a traditional Irish pub, well, you'll be in Irish stew heaven. It's practically a rite of passage to enjoy this classic dish, steeped in history and tradition. Now it's dulse, the seaweed snack you didn't know you needed. So let's dive into the depths of the ocean, shall we? Now I know what you're thinking. Seaweed? Really? But trust me on this one. Dulse is a revelation. Harvested from the cold, clear waters off the Northern Irish coast, this red seaweed is typically dried and eaten as a snack. It's salty, it's chewy, and it's packed with a unique flavour that's hard to describe. Umami, perhaps. But dulse isn't just a tasty treat or addition to soups and stews, it's a nutritional powerhouse. Full of vitamins and minerals, it's practically a superfood. So you can indulge with a clear conscience. Now let's return to the comforting world of potatoes, shall we? This time we're talking about a dish so simple yet so utterly delicious, it's hard to believe it hasn't achieved global domination. Essentially, it's mashed potatoes, but with a twist. Finely chopped scallions are added to the mix, along with butter and milk, creating a creamy, flavorful side dish that's fit for a king, or at least a very hungry king. Often served alongside sausages, bacon, or other meats, champ is the culinary equivalent of a warm embrace. It's familiar, it's comforting, and it's guaranteed to put a smile on your face. From the familiar comfort of champ, let's venture into slightly more adventurous territory. This, my friend, is carrageen moss pudding. Don't let the name deter you, it's a delight for the senses. Carrageen moss, a type of red seaweed, is the star of the show. Boiled with milk and sugar, it transforms into a light, gelatinous pudding that's both intriguing and delicious. Often flavored with vanilla or lemon, carrageen moss pudding is a delicate dance of flavors and textures. It's a reminder that the most unexpected ingredients can create the most extraordinary dishes. Right then, let's indulge our sweet tooth once more, shall we? This time we're talking about 15s, a no-bake treat that's as simple to make as it is delicious. Crushed digestive biscuits, chopped marshmallows, glaced cherries, and condensed milk. These are the humble ingredients that come together to create this beloved treat. And the name? Well, it comes from the use of 15 of each key ingredient, rolled into a log, coated in desiccated coconut, and sliced into rounds. 15s are a staple at tea parties and gatherings across Northern Ireland. They're sweet, they're chewy, and they're utterly irresistible. And finally, we come to the Belfast Bap. Now you might be thinking, it's just a bread roll, what's all the fuss about? But trust me, this is no ordinary bread roll. Large, soft, and with a distinctive floury top, the Belfast Bap is the perfect vessel for a hearty filling. Bacon, sausages, eggs, you name it. The Belfast Bap can handle it. It's the kind of bread that's made for soaking up sauces and gravies, leaving you feeling utterly satisfied. Well, there you have it, my friends. A whirlwind tour of 10 Northern Irish foods that you simply must try. From the hearty Olster Fry to the delicate carrageen moss pudding, we've covered a lot of ground. But this is just a small taste of what this fantastic culinary landscape has to offer. I encourage you to seek out these tasty treats, whether you're attempting them in your own kitchen or planning a trip to the Emerald Isle. And remember, this list is subjective. There are countless other delicious dishes just waiting to be discovered, not to even mention the amazing seafood and meat that is available. So get out there, explore, and experience the true taste of Northern Ireland. You won't be disappointed. And finally, if you like this sort of content, join the Flavour Expedition. Don't miss a bite. Hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for a seat at our table. Let's explore new tastes together on Hungry Horizons.